A very good morning to all of you in the first session of the March. That is on the 2nd of March, Monday. And we have entered the last month of this financial year. And at the start of the month of March, we have a lot of geopolitical disturbance which are right now going on and pushing the safe haven assets and risk of sentiment into the market. So let's start uh, that how this week is going to act and what are the important speeches and events which we have. So for this, we have made a small report. So let's start. So my name is Anurag and I'm the Senior Client Success and Learning Manager at BMN Capital. And we conduct this briefing sessions to give you a quick sneak peek into the market. So you don't have to scroll or you don't have to do research throughout the day. This report and this session will act as a reference which will help you in taking the informed trading decisions today. So over here, I've given you the whole week planner and lot of opportunities is being created into the market. Although nobody likes the war, but yes, as a trader, if there is an opportunity and if you don't react to that opportunity, you're missing it and you're not justifying with the market and with your hard-earned money. So let's start. So this is the speeches which we have. I hope you my screen is visible and very clear and my voice is audible. Right. So let's start. So this is the anticipating economic perspectives. So we have lots of voices which are going to impact the market. And now these speeches are very much important. Even they can bypass all the fundamental data releases which are going to be happen except the NFP, because one side we have geopolitical tension and each and every country is being impacted by this US-Iran conflict because of the oil prices. And we have seen that euro is falling, GBP is falling, right? Only the Australian pairs is performing very good because of the correlation with the gold. So on Sunday, we have the ECB Nigel speech. Then on Monday, that is today. So we have ECB Elderson speech. Then again the Nigel speech. Then Christian Lagarde, who is the president of the European Central Bank. Then we have the Bank of England Ramsden speech. Then we have the RBA Governor Bullock speech, right? Then on Tuesday, again, we have five speeches, right, from Bank of Japan governor to the Fed cash carry. So this will be the important. The timing of these speeches is given in the economic calendar, and on a daily basis, we are going to take these speeches and we will give you that what is the hidden agenda between the lines, right? So we'll give you the analysis along with the action plan, that what exactly the respected members are telling us and what we need to do as a trader, right? Then on Wednesday again we have three speeches. Then on Thursday we have the speeches, right, from the, so we have lot of speeches which are coming from the European Central Bank. And because of this war, the geographic location which is facing the most difficulty is not the Iran, Israel, or US. It is the European countries, right? Because of this Iran disruption, there is a hike of 25% into the prices of global energy. So they are facing an energy crisis. Gas prices have been skyrocketing, right? So their speeches are quite important, right? They need to move strategically. And when I use the word strategically, that means the European central banks or the other central banks are also going to be very active at this point of time to stabilize their currency pairs and their stock market. So these are the speeches. Later on over here, I have given all the important data events which are pending to be released. So on the March, we have the PMI data, right? Then we have the Swiss January retail sales data. CHF is not performing. CHF is a safe haven currency, but it is not performing right now, right? And dollar is performing very good. So we'll understand that also when we discuss the other section of the reports. So just have a look that on March 2, we have this. These are the most important data which will give direction to the market. Then on Tuesday, we have the Eurozone HICP, which is the housing data, right? Then we have the Australian February S&P Global Composite PMI data. So this is quite important. Then on 4th, we have lot of data, especially the Swiss inflation data we have. Then the US labor market data we have, that is the ADP employment change. Then ISM service prices, services PMI data, and in the last we have the US Fed's beige book. It is like a small duration budget of the US when the war is going on. This is the data which is going to tell us lot of things which are not coming into the mainstream media. Then moving ahead on the March, 5th of March, we have the initial jobless claim data. We have the non-farm productivity, right? So this will be the day which will be very volatile for gold. And in the last is the first Friday. So we have the US average hourly incomes we have. Then we have the January retail sales, and the most important and the most favorite is the non-farm payrolls data we have, right? So this is a kind of planner. And don't worry, those who follow us on the social media, just go to our social media handles. You'll find this PDF report for your reference, right? Over here, I've given the strength, although because of this conflict, all the market symmetry have been changed and dollar is getting very aggressively strong. Today, we have seen almost a 5% spike. 5% spike in the strength of the dollars against the other currencies. There is a 0.5% of spike into the DXY. Over here, I've given the market commentary, so I'm not wasting time in discussing all this, although I made this on the last Friday. So just to give you an idea that how we can expect different currencies and to behave, right? Although the market symmetry have been changed because of these geopolitical issues, but yes, this is very important because here I've given lot of important facts and figures, which is going to shape the new market symmetry. Over here, I've taken the gold into the H4 chart, although we have given the projection to for the prices to go up to the level of 5377, and because of this war we have a very strong gap up, and right now gold is successfully trading above the 4400 psychological mark. For the US oil, same, because Middle East tension will push the prices, and lot of analysts and even I am also in favor that soon we are going to see that the prices of the US oil is going to surpass the psychological mark of $100 per barrel, right? And due to this, now the countries, lot of the underdevelopment countries, especially the third world countries like India, Pakistan, those who are dependent on oil, including the China, is going to face the inflation crisis, right? Because all the global prices for all the commodities are directly or indirectly linked with the oil, and because of the turbulence, oil prices are going to go up. The reason why dollar is getting stronger, because continuously US is developing their strategic reserve for the oil, right? They have so much oil that they can distribute, they can use that oil for next 30 years, right? And because of this supply disruptions which we have seen in the Strait of Hormuz, is a small tiny place from where the 20% of the oil supply, especially to the biggest importers of oil, India and China, right? For them, this is the lifeline for their oil, right? And which is being disturbed now. Either we need to buy oil from Russia or from the US, right? And majority of countries have to buy oil from US, right? Whether that oil being extracted from the Middle East, but that will be going to settle into the dollars, right? And this is the hidden agenda behind the tariffs, right? That is the reason before planning such kind of action, such kind of strategy, they have counter, just given the counter to all the other countries by giving the tariffs, right? Either they can maintain their tariffs or they can support or take part in one of the block, either go with the US or go with the Iran or Russia, right? But right now everybody is disturbed with maintaining their economic turbulence, so just because of this tariffs, right? So what we've been thinking, it's quite different. US have planned everything and now they have moved, and that is the reason market have react very positively for the dollars when we have this kind of issues, right? JPY and CHF pair all are also the safe haven currencies, but they are not performing very good. On the other side, gold is also rising, oil is also rising, and dollar is also rising, right? Because the market and the smart money already identified this opportunity and they are creating their positions, right? So why we are looking into it, right? After watching this, you have the idea that what is the right thing you have to do into the market. So that's the report which you'll get in the description section of the YouTube, or if you are existing client of the BMN Capital, so you just need to send us a message, and the relationship manager will share you the detailed report with you along with this report, so you can take advantage of that report to make few dollars, right? Now let's move on to the next part, that is the today's economic event. So for that, just give me a second to share my screen with you. So over here, just give me a minute. So yeah, so I think my screen is visible right now. Just give me a minute. Yes. Yeah. Now, so this are the data events which we are having today, right? So let's discuss on a very short note that what data have already been released. So we have the Australian data, right? And Australian pairs are quite are performing very good, right? Because gold prices are going up, so the demand for the currencies of the countries which are exporting gold is also rising, and that is the reason we have seen that the Australian dollar is also rising along with the gold prices, right? So Australian dollars are a very good choice for today, especially the CHF and JPY are getting weaker because of their internal turbulence which they are facing. So odd JPY, odd CHF will be the pair which you think of taking a buy, right? Not right now, but soon. Right now they are taking correction. After this, we are going to discuss everything on the charts and what the technical charts are telling us, right? But first, let's understand that what exactly we are getting out of this, all the episodes which are going on. Let's design this hypothesis, then connect this hypothesis with the technical developments, and then we'll take the trading decisions for today, right? And for the upcoming week also. So moving ahead, as we have discussed that we have lot of speeches, the Bank of Japan Himino speech have been already done. He emphasized on the current geopolitical events, and he said that still there is fear of inflation, which is Japan is facing. So clear indication the Japanese economy is in turbulence. So JPY pair is going to be the weakest currency pair for today, right? And second is the CHF. So you can take any currency with the JPY and CHF for a buy, right? Because these currencies are getting weaker, like CAD JPY, CAD CHF we have. Then moving ahead to the data which are still pending to be released, right? So we have this manufacturing PMI data, right? Below 50, that means yes, economy is reviving. But the figure if come above the 50 levels, right, which is the financial standard benchmark for the PMI reading, that means the economy is expanding, which is a good sign for the currency pairs. And especially if you're trading into indices, this will be the data which is going to impact the most the market symmetry for the indices, like DE40. If you are trading into DE40, FTSE 100, or Euro Stocks 50, so this is the data which you have to keep an eye on it, right? Later on, so the most turbulent data or the most catalytic data will be that this speech, which is the ECB Elderson speech, right? This is the speech which will give directions, right? So over here, Elderson will give insights that right now we have this episode. They are facing the energy crisis. What steps they are going to take, right? Whether they are going to cut the interest rate or they are going to increase the interest rate because of the oil prices of different commodities are going to rise, especially the energy prices. So how they are going to control this, and whatever hints they will give will change the market symmetry, will change the all the money which are put on the interest rate decisions, right? So there will be turbulence. So it will give a very good directions, right? Then this is also the important data for the South Africa. This is the short-term T-bills, right? If I am buying gold from South Africa and if I want to hedge my position, right, on a time when we have a such a big conflict, right? People are saying that it is the start of the World War III, right? If we connect the dots. So this is the thing, because these are the government bonds, right? Short-term bonds for I can use these bonds to design my hedge to mitigate my risk if I'm buying raw materials from South Africa. And we all know that South Africa is one of the biggest producer of gold, right? Even Australia comes at number fourth because Australian currencies are being traded the most. That is the reason we see the correlation with Australia. Otherwise, the South African rands are very much important, right? Apart from this, we they have other minerals also like copper, silver, diamonds, everything, right? So this will be the data. Then moving ahead, then this is the data which is the M4 money supply. Same is the case with the England also. So M4 will tell us that there are four different ways through which any central bank inject liquidity into the market, right? Either through term deposits or through government spending or through making new coins or through printing more money, right? So M4 will tell us that how much total term deposits we have as in terms of savings. So it will give us the clear picture that how is the UK economy is performing. So if we are trading into, because we have seen GBP USD pairs have been fall, right? So this will be the data which will give us trading opportunity in the GBP pairs. Later on, let's move ahead. So we'll take the India data also because right now the turbulence is going on. So we need to see the industrial productions, right? Because of the oil prices, there will be a change into this, right? So we need to have a look into this. Then we have the RBA Hunter speech. Then we have the Bank of England Taylor speech. So this will be the lot of jigsaw movement we are going to see, right? So yes, there will be sideways movement. So be aware, take small lots, right? If you're not getting the confidence that you'll get a TP, it's better you should book partial profit and get out of the market and wait for the next opportunity to come. So it's not a time to hold your positions for a very longer period of time if you're trading into the currencies, right? But this is not the case for the safe haven assets like gold, silver, and copper, right? Then we have the ECB President Lagarde speech, and now let's come on to the US session. So for we in the US session for Canada, we have the S&P Global Manufacturing PMI above 50 means economy is performing very good. It's expanding. Same is the case with the US. Then we have the 3 month and 6 month bill auctions. So this will be the data which is going to surprise today. It's my gut feeling, right? Because right now everybody is being interested into diverting their portfolio investment into the dollar denominated assets, and these short term bills are the best choice, right? Especially for the central banks, right? Because they have to buy oil, they have to deal with the superpower right now, and to mitigate their risk they need to create their reserves or design their hedge in this short term bill auctions, which is called the money market operations. And this, if the demand of these bills are going to increase, dollar is going to increase, right? But now the dollar and gold correlation is not going to work. Till the time we have this Iran issue, don't look for correlation with dollar. Okay. Look for correlations with the other countries which are getting weaker, right? So they will have a negative correlation with the gold, like euro, like CHF, like INR, right? So we need to have and focus. So this is the data which we've been expecting for the day, and this is the month will give us lot of tremendous opportunity, and our whole team is being watching each and every development from each and every angle, right? So stay connected with us. We'll share you lot of insights along with the practical steps, so you can apply whatever knowledge you are getting, you can apply it practically into the market to earn real dollars, right? And save, and think, always think of your base currencies, that what is your base currency. Your base currency is dollar, right? So whatever balance you're seeing into your trading account is your base currency, right? So take decision, think of yourself as a US citizen, and then think that whether you should give your dollars to buy a different currency or different asset class. So you need to think like this, right? Now let's move on to the technical chart. So let me share you my screen. And those who have missed and joined this briefing session lately, they don't have to worry at all, because we are going to upload this video on our YouTube channel, and you'll get the recording by connecting your relationship manager, right? So let me share you my technical charts, right? So we'll cover all the market segments. That is total 6 segments we have. So we start with the gold first, right? Which is our favorite. So let's have a monthly look, right? So this is the monthly chart for gold, and we have seen a very strong movement. Although we have seen a rejection, which is the profit booking, and this has been done when the CME have increased their future margins, right? And that is the reason we have seen the fall. And again, bulls have shown the strength. Today we have the gap up opening, and still the prices are going upwards. High probability for me, this is not going to happen within few days, but yes, let me give you the my projections, right? Future projection for the gold prices. The next all-time high will be at 6241, right? 6241 will be the next all-time high, from where we can expect a very strong correction toward the downside. I'm using the word correction, I'm not using the word sell side. It will take a correction, right? And the US government is also want that gold prices should go up, so that they can print more money, because they have to maintain 40% reserve in gold. And if the gold prices rises, they can do quantitative easing. That means printing more money to settle their debts, right? And because of this war, they are going to have more debt. So yes, gold prices, if gold prices and silver prices are rising, they are favoring the US. Okay. Now let's have a microscopic look. So first we have a look on the H1 time frame. So this is the first candle of the day over here, right? We have given this projections the last Friday that there will be a very strong move, and we've been expecting prices to test 5377. But because of this war, we have a very strong gap up. Prices have successfully give us a close above this area, right? And right now this candle, if I have a look on this candle also renewed this high, which is an indication that there might be a short correction toward the downside, and again the trend will continue toward the upside, right? And we have the three strong green candle. Lot of people called it the three white soldiers also. So to identify that which is the discount zone and which is the premium zone, you can use this three candles with the Fibonacci retracement, right? So if you find your prices below the 50 level, which is around the 61 point 0.8 and 75.7, so this will be the area which is very good for creating a buy. That means from 5375, 5372, wait for the correction. Once the correction is done, you can take a buy call toward the upside, right? So this is for the gold. Right now let's see what silver is telling us, right? And we are not discussing any technical things, because technical indicators, because everything is being more impacted by the geopolitical events right now. So have a focus on this on our official Telegram channel, BMN Insights. In every 30 minutes, we'll give you the latest updates related to the market, along with their analysis, which a layman or a very newbie into this market also understand, right? That what exactly we are telling. We are telling you to buy or take a sell, right? That will be given. So stay alert. Just turn on your notification, so you'll get the information at the right time, right? So right now, information and your action on the right time is the most crucial element to get success into the market. And this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Those who have gained this opportunity, they are going to make tremendous money for sure, right? Now for the silver also, prices have given the gap up, then covered the gap, and now we have under development swing towards the upside. That means it's starting off a new microstructures toward the upside. Now let's draw a small time trend line towards the upside. So this is the trend line which is being respected by the market. Now let me have that what should be the potential resistance levels from where I can expect a correction. So for that, I'm going to use the Fibonacci expansion tool, right? Over here, I use the fractal to identify the market structure clearly, right? It will reduce all the noises from the chart. So I'll see this one fractal over here, one fractal over here. So what I'll do, I'll select Fibonacci expansion, click on this low, click on this high, this will be going to be appeared into the chart, and then I need to drag it to the correction, the deepest correction which the price have taken. Now see how surprisingly after this prices reach this level, and from the Fibonacci expansion they are taking a U-turn, right? So the probability that the prices might go down and my Fibonacci extension 61.8 level, right, which is a previous resistance, now will act as a support, and my trend line also is going to act as a support. And if I see the RSI 5 also, so it is not giving me a steep reversal, right, like making a, right, it is making a curve shape, which means that still the bullish side momentum is quite strong. Whatever downside movement you are seeing is just the correction, right, short term correction. So what is the right strategy? Wait for the prices to give you a dip, and you need to create a buy on dip strategy. That means once the prices reach this level, taking a rejection, so wait for this area to be tested. Once it is done, then again any candle which give you the close above this ascending trend line, that will be the candle. From the high of that you need to take the buy call, right, and you'll get a new swing point over here. That means by taking this low, this high, and the correction, you can draw your new Fibonacci expansion for your potential target areas, right? So this is for the silver. Now let's come on to the oil, which is the most important, and a tremendous gap up opening we have seen. And all of a sudden at the start, I've used the H4 time frame, right? Prices went down, then again taking the correction. Still, I'm not expecting prices to rise above, right? It will move sideways right now. So this kind of movement I've been expecting, a small candle toward the upside, then to the downside, and then to the upside, right? This kind of zigzag movement, and then we have a symmetrical triangle formation, right? So I'm expecting this market's symmetry to form into the market. When this symmetry is done, I'm going to take the breakout trade into this, right? And the probability, because of this geopolitical events, probability of prices going up, right? So suppose if I have a $10,000 of account and I want to invest $1,000 into oil. So what I'll do, because I know that fundamentally and geopolitically oil prices are going to go up. So instead of investing $1,000 on a single trade, what I'll do, on each and every H4 time frame, I wait for the prices, right? So what I'll do, I'll just draw the apex, that is the 2 points which are been intersecting, and below this is my buying area. So every time whenever prices reaches this level and again take a rebound, I create $100 of positions toward the buy side. Then again, I'll take a buy side position. Then again, for every touch which I'll have on this trend line, which is going to be make in the upcoming future, I'm going to accumulate, right? $100 of 10 positions I'm going to create. And as soon as there will be a breakout, my average price, as soon as the prices reaches the average price, I will be in profit. So instead of waiting for very longer period of time, it is the right time. Whenever you find a dip, take a buy. Now let's have a microscopic look on the H1 time frame. So see, small candles, these three candles are so strong that almost 1 2 3 4 5 6 hours of price movement don't have that much strength to push the prices above the high of this candle. So the probability of a downward correction is quite high, right, over here, right, which I've been expecting. Now, once this is done, use the Fibonacci retracement over here. Prices reach this level, again go up, create $100 of position. Then again, prices will test and again come down, create $100 of movement. So this is called horizontal grid, right? We have vertical grids, we have horizontal grids. So over here, you need to have a vertical grid strategy. That means on a specific time interval, you need to create your buy positions continuously, because we are very much sure of the news and the fundamental events. Then we have a blast in the Saudi Aramco oil refinery also. A lot of news are coming. So there will be a supply disruption. And because of this, oil prices are going to go up. So it is the right time. This consolidation is the right time to accumulate. And we have to accumulate only towards the buy side, right? Because we have the energy crisis also, and I've told many times that you should keep natural gas also into your watch list. So this is the natural gas on a daily time frame, a strong candle, a strong formations over here. Those who don't know, we have a school of thought which is called the harmonic patterns, right? So here we have a very good harmonic formations over here, right? Which is like a butterfly formations, right? Like this, or lot of people call it the W bottom also. Okay. So is my screen is visible, guys? Okay. Is my screen is visible?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
it is.
Okay. 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 Okay, so this will be the harmonic pattern, right? We have this butterfly formations, and it is an indication that soon there will be a very strong surge into the prices of natural gas, right? But remember, the lot size of natural gas is very big. In one single lot, the number of units which come is 10,000. So you have to choose your lot size wisely, right? So if you're taking 0.10, that means you're taking 1,000 uh, units of this natural gas, right? So you need to keep your natural gas very small size, right? But yes, there will be a very good opportunity. Now let's come on to the GBP USD. So I'm not going to waste too much time because all the major currency pairs, especially the European currencies, are performing very badly right now, right? Against the USD, especially. So GBP USD is going downwards, right? If we have a daily look also. So, yes, this will be the area, right? See over here, right? And if I see through the neck dice, so easily a lot of people will identify this is the shoulder, this is the head, and the neckline have been tested. So the probability that there will be turbulence at the prices, then there will be a sudden spike into the prices. This is one possibility. Second possibility, that this might be a Quasimodo pattern. Those who don't know what is Quasimodo, that means instead of getting a rejection or a rebounds from the neckline, prices go deep down, right? And then again take the correction till the neckline, and then again they'll fall, right? So this is called Quasimodo, right? So this kind of formation is quite, and because the fundamental factors are also favoring this thing also, right? Then over here, if you see in this candle, the divergence have been forming and it is a trap. So don't get trapped into taking a buy into the GBP USD. So this is not the right time to take buy in any currency pair which you are trading against the dollar. This is one thing. Same is the case with Euro USD, right? Let's have a look on the daily time frame, and it is telling me that nobody can stop Euro USD to fall from here, right? Let me clear all these trend lines. Okay, and this would be the trend line, right? We can easily see that prices towards the downside and geopolitical events are also supporting. Now, let's have a quick that how much movement towards the downside we can expect. So for this, I use a Fibonacci expansion by taking this swing point, and till this, right? So Fibonacci 61.8 have been broken, right? Now, this would be the next target area, right? And over here we have the order block also. Those who have used the ICT SMC concepts, right? We have fair value gap along with the order block. So high probability prices will test this level, and 1.61 1.161413 is the level which we expect into the prices of Euro USD toward the downside, right? Now let's see the exception, which is the odd USD, right? So because odd USD has been trading at a very stronger level, right? And because Australian pairs are Australian currency is also getting stronger, USD is also getting stronger, and that is the reason we are seeing a sideways movement, right? So we have lot of strategies which are being used in a sideways market. So I'm not going to discuss that strategy. Those who want, they need to follow me and message me, and I'm going to share you when the market is sideways. There is a strategy which will give you profit, and that too on a consistent basis, right? So yes, sideways movement I'm expecting. Now let's have a look on the USD CHF. So see, after a consolidation of this channel, we have a breakout, and then again this is a bigger time frame symmetrical triangle which we have identified. Prices have been supported by this, and again they are heading upwards, and high probability, although this is a bearish pennant formation, which is the bearish continuation pattern, but this is going to act as a trap. And because of the current event, high probability prices first reject from here, give you a fake breakout, right? Might be this might happen on the upcoming Thursday, right, or Wednesday, and then again there will be a surge into the prices toward the upside. So remember, if you're getting a dip, think of taking a buy call into the USD CHF, because dollar is getting very stronger and CHF is getting weaker, right? For this, you can use the currency strength meter also. Same is the case with USD CAD also, right? This is the channel which have been broken, and again the prices have entered again into the zone of this channel, which is an indication of continuation of this ascending triangle, right? So I'm expecting prices to go up, right? And same is the case with the USD JPY. See, this is the trend line which have already been broken. This is again a W formation, right? Or a double bottom formation. Trend have been broken over here. High probability that prices might test the above level. The only immediate resistance is at the previous swing point, right? So the probability that prices might test this level, because we are seeing on a daily time frame, right? And this is the high at 157.67, almost 50 points of 50 pips of movement we can expect into the prices, right? Then there will be a reversal, and then again there will be a continuation toward the upside, right? So this is the charts which are telling me. Now let's move on to the next section, next segment of the report, that is the indices, right? So first let's have a look at how the Wall Street have reacted to the current geopolitical event, right? So let me remove the noises. So see, they have started making the lower low formations after making the all-time high, right? So I'm removing everything. Just give me a minute. Right, so this has been the default setting. Let me make it smaller, right? So let's have a look on a weekly time frame, right? So see, prices have made this, then again they are going downwards, right? So the probability that prices might go down is quite higher. Now this is the time to do profit booking if you're trading into the indices and stock market. Both the market are going to perform very negatively, whether I talk about the Indian stock market or the Chinese stock market or any European stock market, all are going to uh, react on a negative manner because of the war which are being going on. See a very strong gap down. Prices have taken the support, covered the gap, right? Exactly covered the gap by touching the low of this candle, right? And then again being rejected toward the downside, right? So still the downside is quite aggressive toward the downside. Wait for the prices to give you a short-term correction to or a pullback toward the upside. That is the moment from where you have to create a sell call, no buy call right now. Let's have a microscopic look, right? Prices went up, again went down. Now, high probability that it might test, or we have a corrective move towards the upside, right? So we've been expecting prices to test this level, from this level, which is uh, resting at the 48,482 level, right? Is the level. From here, if you see rejection into the prices, that means a green candle, and in the very next candle, like this, we have the green candle, and in the very next candle we have a gap down, green candle, and this candle successfully give me the close below the low of this green candle. It is an indication, confirmation of a reversal. This kind of formation you require at this price point. Once this is done, keeping your stop losses above the previous swing, right? And whatever is the movement, you can take 1:1 and 1:2 risk to reward of call from this price level, right? We find this kind of a green candle, then 2 3 red candle, whichever candle successfully give you the close below the low of the green candle. This is a confirmation of a reversal, and from the low of this candle you need to create your entry, keeping your stop losses above the previous swing high, right? That would be the strategy which you're going to use into the indices for today. Now in the last section, which is the cryptocurrency, for that I'm going to use the Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin is not reacting to anything, right? We've been expecting that trend line have been broken, this trend line have been broken, it have been tested also, and I've been expecting prices to go up, right? And when we have energy prices going higher, so the miners of Bitcoin, right, are not going to get their reward, right? Because their reward is very small and the energy cost is very high, right? This is called hash rate calculation, right? So according to this, if energy prices are going up, Bitcoin mining is Bitcoin miners are not going to get profit, right? So what they will do, that they will shut down their mining operations, and because of this there is no activity into the market, right? But yes, to miners to be in profit, they want the energy prices to be very lower, or the Bitcoin prices to trade above the 1,50,000. Then uh, fundamentally, right, by doing the mathematically they will be in profit, right? You can use any hash rate calculation. You'll get the idea that what I am telling you, if you're trading into the cryptocurrencies, right? So you're not going to find anything very good into the cryptocurrency. So it is the right time that you should avoid taking positions into the cryptocurrencies, right? But yes, because if we have a look on the technical symmetry, so the probability that from here I am expecting a short rebounds into the prices toward the upside is quite high. Although it's a channel, so I need the breakout of the channel. And if prices fail to give me a close or a strong momentum candle towards the upside, then prices will go down below the 50,000 mark for the Bitcoin. So that's all for my side in today's session. I hope you have enjoyed today's sessions, right? And we have covered all the market segments along with all the important macroeconomic developments and geopolitical issues. I've given you the sources from where you can get the insights, right? And if you want to know more, so you can ask your questions, right? By connecting through the official channels of the BMN Capital, we will be more than happy to help all the traders and taking the right decision in such a turbulence market. So stay connected with us. We'll meet again tomorrow at the same time. This is a daily ritual of the BMN Capital to conduct such kind of informative webinars for the intraday traders. So this side, Anurag, till the time, have a great trading day ahead. And I hope you remember all the important news and information which we have shared. And do ask for the PDF copy and the report copy from the relationship manager. We'll share it. This side, Anurag, signing off for today. I thank you, all of you, for attending today's sessions and listening to me patiently. I request all of you to kindly leave the meeting room. Thank you.